Somewhere inside a bank, somebody had a boring job and not enough hours in the day. In front of them, a file of customer records, names, dates of birth, the numbers you are never supposed to say out loud. So they did what half the working world now does when the day is too short. They found a tool online that could handle it in seconds, and they put the file in. Nobody had told them not to. Nobody had told them anything at all. 6 days later, that bank filed a document with the American securities regulator. Not because somebody broke in, because of what happened inside. The filing says the bank became aware of an internal incident involving the handling of certain non-public customer information using an unauthorized artificial intelligence-based software application. Read that word again, unauthorized. So, 3 things by the end. What Europe's rule on this actually demands, why it carries no fine and can still cost you, and the 3 questions that tell you if you are already exposed. One thing straight before we go further. That is a Pennsylvania bank, 9 branches, no European operations, so the EU AI Act did not apply to it, and nobody in Brussels had any say over what happened. I am not using it as an enforcement case because it is not one. I am using it because it is the clearest picture on public record of the exact failure Europe's rule is aimed at. In Europe, that same afternoon sits inside a legal obligation. So, first principles. Strip the regulation away and one question is left. Does the person touching the AI understand what they are doing with it? That is Article 4 of the EU AI Act, and it is 4 lines long. Providers and deployers shall take measures to support the development of AI literacy of their staff and of other persons dealing with the operation and use of AI systems on their behalf. No exam, no certificate, just are your people equipped? The Act defines the term itself in Article 3.56. AI literacy means the skills, knowledge, and understanding that let providers, deployers, and affected persons make an informed deployment of AI systems and gain awareness about the opportunities and risks of AI and the possible harm it can cause. Notice where that sentence ends. Possible harm, not how to write a better prompt. Whether your people can see what could go wrong before it does. Now the first thing people get wrong. They read that and think vendor problem. It is not. Article 4 binds providers and deployers, and the Act defines a deployer as anyone using an AI system under their own authority. Think back to that desk. Nobody there wrote a line of that software, and it would not have helped them if they had. Buy the tool, switch it on, point your team at it. You are the deployer, and the duty is yours. There is no version of this where you outsource it with the software license. Here is what a smart, busy banker says at this point. We already looked at this. The big AI Act obligations were pushed back. Credit scoring, the high-risk regime, all of it moved to December 2027. We have 18 months, and that is true. It is also the most expensive assumption on this subject, because it answers a different question. The delay moved Chapter 3, the high-risk rules. Article 4 is not in Chapter 3. It is in Chapter 1, the general provisions, and those apply to every AI system, whatever its risk class. Chapter 1 has applied since the 2nd of February 2025, not next year, 18 months ago. So while everybody was reading about the rules that slipped, this one had already been live for a year and a half. There is a twist, and you need it because a lot of commentary has it wrong. In July 2026, the Digital Omnibus rewrote Article 4. Plenty of write-ups from last winter said the duty was being scrapped. That was the draft. The adopted text kept it and softened it. The old wording said ensure, to their best extent, a sufficient level of AI literacy. The new wording says take measures to support the development of it, and a sentence was added. This obligation does not require you to guarantee any specific level of AI literacy of any individual. The bar came down. The duty did not go away. And a softer bar still catches the afternoon we opened with. So what does it cost to ignore it? Here is the part nobody expects. Nothing. There is no AI Act fine for breaching Article 4. The 35 million euro tier covers the banned practices. The 15 million tier, in Article 99, is a closed list of articles, and Article 4 is not on it, which is where a certain kind of reader closes the tab. Do not be that reader. A missing fine is not a missing obligation. 3 routes stay open. Article 99, paragraph 1 tells every member state to set penalties for any infringement of this regulation, effective, proportionate, and dissuasive. Article 85 lets anyone who believes the regulation has been infringed complain to the Market Surveillance Authority, and those authorities carry the full investigation toolkit. There is also a quieter one. The European Banking Authority mapped Article 4 against the rules banks already live under, and it lands on DORA's training and awareness duties. This is not a new species of obligation. It is one you already recognize, pointed at AI. And read who it covers, because it is wider than your payroll. Quote, their staff and other persons dealing with the operation and use of AI systems on their behalf. A functional test, not a job title. So, 3 questions. 1. Who operates AI on your behalf, whether or not they are on your payroll? 2. Can those people name what could go wrong with the tool in front of them? 3. Do they know which tools are actually allowed? Our bank got its answer to that 3rd question on the day it had to write one down for a regulator. If it has no clear answer in your organization, you do not have an AI literacy problem yet. You have the thing that becomes one. So back to the desk we started at. A file of customer records, a deadline, and a tool one click away. Every account of that afternoon focuses on the software. The rule points somewhere else. Article 4 does not ask whether your AI is safe. It asks whether the people around it know enough to keep it that way. The tool was never the thing that failed. If this is the kind of detail you would rather catch early, the free Reg AI Brief newsletter goes out to risk, compliance, and audit people working on exactly this. Link below. See you in the next brief.